I'm just going live from the beginning of my community spell. I wanted to allow some people to see it. I have it outside under the full moon, and I have done some of the chanting and some of my incantation work. And I'm just going to sit here with the spell as it burns and kind of talk to it as needed. And from there, it should manifest. Typically, I wouldn't recommend videoing or taking pictures of your spells, but I have an agreement with my guides that because I do a lot of my work for the purpose of teaching, I'm always kind of getting a loophole in there. I do certain things in my spell work to allow for that to be a part of what I'm doing and to send offerings and things like that. But I thought you might like to see the community spell as it's burning. So that cauldron right there is full of my petitions with individual names upon it. I have a support candle there, a gratitude to spirit. I have the spelled candle up in the middle with the angel wings. And then I have individual candles for individual people who participated in my community spell. And like I said, down in the cauldron is where I had burned my petition papers. And those embers are kind of nicely going out at this point. I open a circle, I start with that, I said some incantations, I said some prayers. Hang on, we got a nice little candle there that's got a nice big flame on it. What's always interesting to me is that they are the same candles, they're carved the same way, they're anointed the same way, they're blessed the same way, and yet they burn differently depending on whose candle they are. Look at this one. This one's broken off into a double wick. Hey there, Salem. So a double wick usually means that the answers are going to be split, or that it's affecting two people, or that there's an extra abundance of abundance. So now for me, with this being an abundance spell, the fact that the wick split I would take as a good sign, considering it's prosperity and abundance. So that's why I think that's nice. Look at the flame on this one. Hang on. I mean, for real. And do you see how the incense smoke is gravitating to that flame? The flame on that one's really nice too, actually. The one with the double wick is burning twice as fast, which would make sense because it's extra abundance. Look at the shapes you're getting in that double wick. You can do a lot with divination with candle spells, like watching the flame, watching how it burns, watching the speed at which it burns, watching the shapes the wax takes. But all of it's going to be speaking to you as the spellcaster, so the way in which I would interpret it might be different than the way that you would interpret it. I can't get over this giant flame. It's just like, it's just up to the interpretation of you as the spellcaster. There's that double wick baby again. Oh look, this one has a double wick happening now too. Now for the candles that are having a lot of tears or drips, some of that's normal. Like sometimes chime candles are very drippy. But sometimes it means there might be some obstacles before you can have your abundance, or before you can have your prosperity. Obstacles generally means points of self-work. So like, if prosperity is really something you're needing to call forth for yourself and it's something you're really struggling with, there might be a good time for you, this might be a good time for you to say to yourself, what do I have to heal within myself to allow prosperity to come to me? Because occasionally we have our own blockages, and what a spell like this will do will manifest opportunities for us to work through those blockages in order to receive the abundance on the other side. The abundance is the reward for doing the self-work. So that's when there's a lot of drips. Those are known as tears. Kind of sad, but it's like there will be tears to cry before you can have your spell. just means there will be self-work. But anyone who does coaching with me understands that self-work and tears tend to go together, and that is not my intention. I'm sorry that that happens, but crying is cleansing, right? It's good for the soul. That's what I keep telling myself and everybody else. So also, I did this fun thing where I used one of those candles that drips colored wax for the main spelled candle. I did that because abundance can mean many different things to many different people. So I purposely chose white candles because I didn't want to determine what abundance meant to you. So I chose white candles so abundance can take the form of anything, and I chose this pretty candle with the fun colored wax that drips. First of all, because it's pretty and I like it, and it's rainbow, so it's a little gay. I know, right? Salem, I love them too. Secondly, I didn't want to limit what the abundance could be. I wanted it to be all colors of the rainbow, all options, all opportunities, so that's why I picked that one. And then I'll take you on a little tour of my crystals. I have a citrine point, this big baby going, bringing the work that way. I have another citrine moon. I've got a really pretty piece of pyrite here. God, I'm having a hard time. Malachite. I have some raw aventurine, I think that is. I've got lots of little aventurines over here. I have a nice clear quartz. Oh, I forgot. I have my Lemurian quartz in my pocket, so I'll just set that baby down right there. I am obsessed with my Lemurian quartz. I have more citrine. I just think that it's pretty beautiful, and I just love doing community spell work. It's a nice way to give something back, and it's a nice way to really raise the vibration. In my opinion, if you do something that's a positive spell, it's benefiting others, you're raising the vibration for everybody involved, and I think that's just lovely. So thought I'd go live, show everybody the pretty spell. It's out here under the full moon, so that's nice too. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments and I'll respond as soon as I can. Love you all.